Okay, hello. This is the full out how do you do your face with mascara. I'm going to do a full face look using as much of the makeup as I can squeeze in. And I'm going to do eyes, my eyebrows, and everything. I have not done my hair yet, so I probably won't pull that down to show you what it looks like. So my face, I have, last night I washed off my makeup and I washed my face and did the toner and did the moisturizer. So I'm ready to go today. I hopped in the shower, rinsed my face off, and starting from blank. So it is a hot, warm, sweaty timeout. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of overload right now with my Stay Spray, because this is the stuff that kind of keeps your makeup on your face, and you want to use some sort of a stay powder or spray or both with your makeup, even if you're not using mascara, because that's what really makes a makeup a long stay makeup. It makes it stay on your face no matter what you're doing. And so I'm just dotting this all over underneath my skin. And I mentioned it before, and again, my sponge is wet, not dripping wet, like I can't squeeze anything out of it, but it's damp. We'll call it damp. And what I do is I get it wet underwater and kind of squeeze it till it gets big, and then I take it in my towel and just squeeze it out. So it's not dripping, there's no excess of water, but it is damp. And the reason, if you have really super oily skin, you want to kind of experiment with the Stay Spray first on your skin. Some people, it doesn't work well to put under your makeup. I really, really like it. I think it helps my makeup stay a lot. The cool thing about the mascara makeup, and I think I've said this several times, is that it is super customizable. What works for me may not work for you. And if you do, A and then B, that might work better. And so, although I have lots of ways I do things and lots of tips and tricks I can give you, I don't use all of them because they don't all work for me, but they do work for some people. So do what works for you, and use the makeup as it works best for you. And I'm just going to grab a paper towel. I like to kind of brush off my brush a lot, not for any reason and not that I get anything off on it, but just to make sure I'm not really carrying over any color. So I'm going to start, I put on the Stay Spray, and I'm going to start with my highlight. And typically, I will do where you typically would put the highlight, and then I'm going to all over on my face. And I'm going to do half my face, and then I'll do the other half. So you can see kind of the big difference it makes, because I feel like once you do the whole face, sometimes it just doesn't, like, you're like, oh, isn't that nice? So I like to do half my face, and kind of so you can really see that difference. So the highlight, I am not putting much on. Like, I am dab, 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 little itty bit on my brush. And just building. If I want a little more of the highlight, I will put a little more of the highlight on. The worst thing, not the worst thing, the most common thing that people do is just use too much of the makeup. And they'll like dig in with your brush, and that's just not, the way it works. It'll feel cakey on your skin if you do that. So if you feel that it's feeling very cakey or just not right on your skin, one thing may be that it's not the right color. If it's too light, it will look bad on your skin. It will just look really chalky. And so when I'm finding it's time to upgrade mine, like right now I'm going back and forth between amber and mango, because some days if I've had a really, if the day before I was out in the sun a lot, it will, I'll need the mango. And then other days if, not so much, or the sun is, I haven't been out in the sun for a couple days, then I need to go back to the amber. So, all right, so I'm now filling in here in my cheeks. This is where my contour would go, but I'm covering over my red, because for me, that's what works. If I put the contour on without doing this, it draws the red in my face. So this is the way I do it. There are lots of people that do their contour first before they do the highlight, and they don't put the highlight under where their contour is. If that works for you, that gives you kind of a more true color of the of the contour. So it's good. It doesn't work for me. So I have to do it a little different. Now I'm going to put the contour on again, just dab, 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 make sure I'm getting in the right place. And then I am just going to kind of stipple this on under my cheekbone. You don't want it low, and you never want to pull it down, because pulling it down is like drawing down your face, and that's not good, because the idea of the contour is to make your face seem skinnier, and if you're doing that, it's going to make it seem long and fatter and not good. So, again, you have this whoop, boop, that little 3 there, work with. And you always push up on your contour if you want to blend. Never blend down. Contour is like a push-up brow for your face. Can you see that, how the difference there already is? Never mind just the red, but it looks skinnier over here. It looks like I've dropped some weight, and that is this contour right here. So there I have on that half of my face, the contour, the highlight, and I'm going to show you how to do the nose contour. I use shadow for that. You can use your regular contour. I happen to have shadow, so I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use this thin side of my detail hack. I'm also going to use all my brushes because I have them, so I'm going to show you how they're all used. And I'm just going to draw a little line down here. The 2 different ways you can contour your nose. You can kind of come down the brow, down the nose, and then kind of do the tip, or you can come the whole way out like this. It's your choice, what your preference is, what you think looks better on you. I've gotten in the habit of doing this because of a comment someone made, which I'm not going to repeat. But it was kind of funny. So I don't do a lot with contouring my nose because I kind of like my nose the way it is. But contouring never hurt. Here you go. Put a little bit of this little brush under my lip here. That gives you a little bit of a pouty lip look. Okay, so that's my highlight and my contour. Now I'm going to move on to the blush, and I'm going to use my brush blush. This is my B squared, using this side, and I'm going to use Dahlia. I was telling you guys about that yesterday. That is this super, super bright one right here, right there. And I'm going to show you that because I love Dahlia. I was going to get my little cheek thing going. And see, it's this really cute, like, pink. And it scares people because it is so bright there, but it is really just a pink. It's really, really, really pretty. Right? I have this redness, and so for a long time, it was really a struggle for me to put pink on my cheeks. If you struggle with the pinks on your cheeks because you feel like it draws out that red, use one of the other colors. We have, you know, this is Bear. This is our kind of our lightest. Oh, that's not Bear. That's Shadow. Oh wait, no, that's Bear. That's our lightest blush probably. And you could use Desert Storm. We've been doing social studies with Maggie, so it's on my brain. And then this is Frenchie. So those are ones that don't really have a lot of pink in them if you're, that bothers you. So here I am, half my face. I've done my blush. I'm going to throw on the rose gold highlighter, and that kind of goes just above where your blush is going. Put down the center of your nose, put under your eyebrows, and as you notice, I used my highlight on my eyes here as well. I put a little bit down here, and that is my highlight and contour on half my face. I am going to move on and do an eyeshadow, quick eye look on my face. You know, I'm going to put a little bit more highlight on there just to make sure it's there. And I'm using Pup. If you have not seen, I gave away a Pup on Friday. And so it's my favorite color. I use it as a base, and I just kind of put underneath my crease I want. And so I have hooded eyes, and that just means you don't see a lot of the eyelid. Your top part kind of comes down over. for hooded eyes, what you want to do is you want to kind of remake your crease. So you'll see I'm going higher on my eye. Why did I do that? I'm going higher on my eye. Do I have my face? Then my crease. My crease is like right here. And I'm putting my pup way up here. I'm going to follow it up with London. And I'm going to kind of extend my little crease for London. This is going to go, okay, maybe I extended a little too much, but like that. And so, see my color is a little higher. And then there's a couple fun things you can do with eyeshadows. That's my basic look I go with all the time. I might throw some Sabrina right up here to kind of give it a little bit something. You can throw a color in the corner of your eye. I'm going to go, one of my favorites, for brown eyes, purples are supposed to be really good, so I have this amethyst. So I'm just going to go and throw, that's what I grabbed there, might be midnight. And just put it in the corner and kind of rub it in. And then I'm going to quickly do some eyeliner. And I can do this by taking, I'm using the amethyst, I'm going right below my eye. And see, just gives you a little bit of eyeliner. I can go up above as well. Okay, and there you go. And one thing I haven't done is my lips. And I haven't shown you this yet, but you can use the lipstick, or the blush as lipstick. So I've got Black Cherry. I'm just gonna put this on. I love the Black Cherry. I like the purplish color of it. It's one of my favorites. I like it on my cheeks too, but I'm in a Dahlia nude mode right now. And then I have a more pinky color that's not shiny. I'm going to overlay onto it just to turn it down a little. So I've got some like not obnoxiously berry colored lips, but kind of a neutral pink. There you go. Half versus half. Now I'm going to do the second side of my face, and I will come back with how I finish this all off.